Welcome back. Go clean your water bottle. Your metal or plastic reusable water bottle. Go clean it.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues.
Fascinating.
But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth.
That doesn't mean anything.
It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research.
Vibes.
But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
She is absolutely certain she is correct because of vibes. No like that's the least scientific thing Liara has ever said or done in her entire life. She is absolutely sure she is correct because I have a feeling. Wow.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Okay. Just because she's correct doesn't mean that entire spiel is not incredibly intellectually disingenuous. Like, she has no evidence for any of this, and is, like, trying to convince us of it with just her word alone. Again, she's an archaeologist. She should know that shit doesn't fly.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
Evidence? You just said you don't have any evidence. What?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Thanks.
This isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Yeah, it
Of
is.
course, you're right.
It's helping stroke
I am
my
sorry,
ego.
My scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit or Saren.
I mean, she didn't really help in that Krogan Battlemaster fight, but yeah,
I don't
sure.
know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
Yeah, how long was
It is
she
probably
suspended
just
in that
mental
bubble?
Exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Oh, why not? They're my favorite people, after all.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
I know what I'm doing.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Oh, man. Okay. Man, I really have to keep my emotions in check here. This is... I never liked Spiritus. I never liked this guy. He has, like, the single most infuriating line in the entire trilogy. It's in Mass Effect 2, and I'll bring it up when we get there. Well, I guess if it doesn't happen, then I'll be forced to show a clip or something, but... Man, he's not my least favorite character, really, but... It's just that one line. And, honestly, a lot of the other stuff he says. He's just the worst. He's just, like, what was it? No matter how you deal with the Rachni situation, he still bitches at you. That is the sort of stuff I'm talking about. He's an antagonistic asshole, regardless of what you do or say, or intend. And that's just probably bad writing, but mostly just annoying.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
That's a good point.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
It was.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Shepard is supposed to be a professional, so even if I'm not, even if I want to slap him upside the head and disconnect the call, Shepard would say maybe something slick, but he would continue the conversation. You know, I don't think he would be a child about it. Hey, Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
You doubt my decisions.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
We do, actually. Yeah.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
That's true.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Oh,
it's
the
very
Alliance
romantic.
always needs good
At least when
doctors.
I'm involved.
So I stayed on to do my part.
Sorry, I didn't hear any of that last sentence. Luckily, it's on the screen. I respect that. Any regrets?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
You're one of the good ones, Chakwas. I'll make sure you see the end of this, I promise. What's up, dude? It's dark as hell in here.
Anything you need, Commander?
No. I'm good. It's hot as hell in here, but other than that, summertime is not my favorite thing in the world. Parts of it. I like the swimming, I like the... That's about it. What? I like the sun, at least visually, but being hot all the time is an incredibly uncomfortable scenario to be in, and bugs are just annoying in all measures, every single one of them. But I do like summer activities.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes.
Watch it, Caden.
I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Oh, I do. I remember broad strokes, right? So I've played this game a lot, and I remember all the big choices and story moments, but the little bits of dialogue I do forget. Damn, man, this is funnier.
Just remember, Lieutenant, I saw her first.
Only by a few seconds, sir.
I like that.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
It's off the record, man.
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Yeah, someone. Someone. Heavy quotation marks. Someone.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
I am curious. Damn corporations. I am curious what the survival rate was.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Sounds rough.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that.
Is that true?
I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Don't worry about it, man. Any and all whining is A-okay by me. Means I can roast you. Makes for better content. Plus, it's not like any version of Commander Shepard is exactly living it up in terms of trauma. I don't actually remember what I picked. Yeah, dude, this is Mindwar. This is my favorite. This is Colonist. Colonist has a shit ton of trauma.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Okay.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
It's stuff like that. Like, you see what I mean? That's just him being rude for no reason. And all Krogan are like this. For me, Krogan, underrated species. Or not underrated, overrated species. Like, shit like this. That was just completely uncalled for. We just met. What's your problem, man? Garrus? Let's see how he interacts with me for the first time.
Commander, nice work out there.
Wow, would you look at that?
Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Would you look at that?
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
It is that bad. Like, I literally just had Spiritus on my ass about not even destroying a ruin, like just having a ruin be destroyed while I happen to be in the same location.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
I wouldn't go that far.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I don't want him to regret.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Me too, Garrus.
Without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, Well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
That depends.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Damn straight. I don't. This neutral approach is gonna make my Shepard seem like a wishy-washy, fence-sitting liar who doesn't actually have any opinions of his own, and that's not really what I want to go for.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is.
Then why'd you say that in such a negative
she'll
tone?
Know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Yeah, it's mostly the hips, though.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Adams, can I be honest with you? I came down here to talk to Tally, but yeah. What do you got going on?
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna... That's literally the only question I can ask about himself, and the rest is about the Normandy. I guess I'll come back and ask you about this stuff later, just so I don't run out of dialogue.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Yeah, well, Turian's helped with this one.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
That's impressive.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work, mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I should go.
See you later.
No, I did not forget. I would talk to Liara, but that dialogue progresses very quickly in a direction I'm not sure I want it to go in, so I'm gonna refrain for now.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Truthfully, I'm here just to hear that snarky-ass dialogue of yours.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet.
That's probably true.
Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know?
That is what I just said, yes.
Oh, crap.